Hi everybody, this is Kelly, also known on Twitter as Kelly in 1977, and I have not vlogged in probably 9 days, so I figured I would go ahead and vlog. And I know I haven't been posting as many videos the past few days as well, gaming videos. So that's Peppy being lazy, it's snowing. So she likes the snow, but she doesn't like the snow because she doesn't like to go in it. She likes to go in it once it hardens at night and she can jump around in it. She's a weird dog. Um, so this is week 8 of this semester. I don't get a break again. My husband just had one 2 weeks ago, and my nieces came up and they had a 9-day break. They apparently are not getting another 9-day break for some reason. And the college they are going to is actually closing down. So this is their last semester there. So they have some extra fees that I don't feel they should have to pay because they have to transfer to another college. But there are some hidden fees when that happens that they have to pay for. So, and they both chose not to get student loans, so that when they do finish college, they don't have a debt. But then that also means they don't have a lot of money to live off of. So they work during the summer, they save as much as they can, and then they go back. So with my microbiology class, teacher's still behind in grades. She hasn't done the 6-week evaluation, which you're supposed to have done by the end of the 7th week. Today starts the 8th. So she's behind in that. Some teachers do not do it at all, but they are actually required to do it. It's part of their pay. But some teachers won't. Or they wait until week 15 and just fill that one and a semester evaluation out. Unfortunately, people who get financial aid and student loans do need these filled out because it helps for the following semester if they're going to get their tuition on time. So, for example, there was this one guy who kept coming to class, and he'd do fine until week 6, 7. Not really handing his homework, but he'd show up, and then he'd get his loan and not come back. And then he would say, "Well, my car broke down. I was in an accident. There's nothing I could do about it. I couldn't walk for 2 weeks," but never put it in the proper paperwork so that they will take that into consideration. After the third time that he did it, and he's an older gentleman, they told him he couldn't get his student loan until week 15. So they forced him to go to school the whole semester. And you just can't keep doing that. I know for me, I was told my financial aid, you are allowed to fail one semester. So what they do is they take the most classes you ever took in a semester, and that's how many classes you can fail. The most I've ever taken is 3 at a time. So I can actually fail 3 classes and not lose my financial aid. But anything more than that, I will lose it. I would have to pay the next semester myself and prove to financial aid that I can do the work. So there's a lot of different things involved. Rules have changed. Every state's different. So I think it's funny because my teacher uses a lab. It does all the work for you. She doesn't have any actual grading unless we have a discussion that week or she asks us a couple questions, we email it to her. Other than that, she's not grading anything so far. So I would like to know what my grades are because I've been having a hard time with some of these chapters. And, the first 3 weeks, we had 2 chapters every week. I knew what the work was. I was just remembering and maybe learning some new information. Then we had our first exam, week 4. I got a 73. Lisa passed it. Week 5 became very difficult. Now we're on week 8. This is my exam week for my second exam. She said the labs are worth 30% of our grade. We have 10. Unfortunately, one lab I couldn't complete. It was a 3-hour lab, and it was 15 different parts. And I got to the very last part of it, and that was an hour and 20 minutes. And I didn't have enough time because on Mondays at 8 o'clock, it automatically kicks you out. And then whatever you've done is what you've done. And I've been having a hard time staying connected to the lab, that if I lose connection for whatever reason, then I have to start the lab all over again because it doesn't save it if that happens. So I let my teacher know, that's what's going on. I have to keep going back and doing it. Past 2 weekends, the Moodle wasn't working properly, that I couldn't hand in any assignments. So there's some things that online students may go through. So my earth science class, as far as I know right now, I have a 93. A week ago, I told you I had an 88. It dropped. I brought it back up with a really good grade. She has some extra credit from time to time, so I've been doing all the extra credit. So I got full 30 points for the extra credit last week, which for the extra credit was 100. That's the amount of points you could get. So this week's a little different because we have a quiz which is timed. This has to be written in proper sentence form. She will take off points if you don't spell. Your grammar's not good. She says 20 questions, and you should be able to answer each question within 5 minutes, which would give you 15 minutes left over if you just want to verify trying to look in your book. You're allowed to use your book. You're allowed to use any notes that you wrote down, and that's it. So this is the first quiz. And in her class, your quiz is worth 30% of your grade, which is high. So, yeah. So I would love to know in my microbiology class, what exactly I have, because, right now it's saying I have a 91, but there's only 5 grades put into the book. My other class so far for just discussions, not assignments, we've had 21. So as you can see, it's been a lot of work so far. So unfortunately, I didn't get my poster done on time, and I worked on it until 2 o'clock in the morning. Posted it, couldn't get it checked through the poster check just to verify your sources are legit. And it also verifies you're not copying and pasting things. So I wasn't, able to use that, turn it in. Usually I can, you can submit it as many times as you want. So I don't understand the button just wasn't there to submit it. So again, another problem that I've been having in class, which has nothing to do with me. So today I'm just gonna respond to some posters. My teacher for microbiology hasn't unlocked anything, so I don't know if I have a video I need to watch, or if she's gonna ask us a couple questions. Because of the exam, and it is worth 30% of your grade in her class as well. We get 4 of them a semester in her class. She usually has lighter work for us so that we can take the time to study, because this is going over 8 chapters. But I don't think there's no way that somebody can actually sit down and read 8 chapters and retrain information into this exam. Either you know it or you don't by now. So, yeah. With that being said, not too much more going on. My mom's got to come down for St. Patrick's Day. And, yeah, we had a hissy fit again. Nothing new. So she's going to come down. Hopefully she doesn't bring up what happened, or, not too serious. It's just I get sick of hearing the same things all over and over and over. And she repeats a lot, doesn't remember what she tells people. And then I just get tired of it. And then I get moody. So, But I figure spend some time with her. She's going to be going visiting out of state shortly after that. So, and during school, because of all the work I have to do, it's very hard to meet up with her. You can see my eyes. I'm very tired. Me and my husband haven't been sleeping good for 3 days. Yesterday, I didn't even get out of bed until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and the same thing happened Saturday. I just did not want to get up. My back was killing me. My bones connected to my toes and my foot hurts. It's been snowing on and off for 2 days. So, it's March, start to warm up, and then it warms up for 3 or 4 days, and then it snows, and tomorrow's going to be 48 degrees. The next day it's going to be 55. So, the change in the weather can affect people, and it can actually make them ill physically. So that's something I've been going through past 2 weeks on and off. So it's really hard when you don't feel good to sit down and get schoolwork done, or to sit there on the phone and have a conversation with your family. So I do a lot of texting when I talk to people. It's just easier that way for me. And I gotta get caught up in my housework again. 2 weeks ago I went, knocked everything out, did all the major stuff. And I swear it's just me and my husband, and you would think we got kids running around playing. So I gotta go through and do that again. Laundry needs to be done again. So things like that. Hopefully that gets done before my mom comes over Sunday. So yeah, Sunday's gonna be fun. So hopefully I sleep good Saturday night. I put away 2 sleeping pills just to make sure. Because my husband's got to go and visit his mother and brother Sunday. And then, if she's here when he comes back, then he'll have a couple words. But unfortunately, when she's on speakerphone and she's talking trash and he hears it, he doesn't want to see you. And she doesn't understand that. She feels because she's my mother, she has a right to speak her opinion. Well, sometimes that bites you in the ass. So, yeah, not much more. I haven't seen my sister yet. It's been 2 weeks. We were supposed to make plans. It never happened. And she wasn't feeling good this past Sunday, so she wasn't up this way. She lives about 45 minutes away from me, so not right up the road. So hopefully we'll be able to, just grab a bite to eat and see each other face to face. It's hard. It's hard. She works. I go to school, so, And then, we finally just got the truck fixed. There's one more thing that needs to be fixed, but our mechanic said we could push it 2 months. So we just want to see where we're at financially. And I have to see how I'm doing in school, because if I do fail a class this semester, that will affect my student loan for next semester. So I won't get it when I usually do. And I've never had a problem. I always get it week 5, 6. So this will be this is full 3 years in school. This summer will be my 3.5. So I have been trying to exercise those guys. I went for a small walk today. Saturday and Sunday I went for a walk when I woke up. And then I couldn't walk Monday. Going up and down stairs. And then the week before, I exercised on a Thursday and a Sunday with my husband. So I'm trying to do 2 days right now. And just get used to using my legs again. Being in the house. Don't use them very much. So, yeah. So I'm going to let you go. When I finish my poster at 2, I clean the bathroom at 2 in the morning. So that's all done. So one less thing I have to worry about. Gonna knock out dishes. Do my normal weekly sanitizing. I have some special wipes that I'm not allergic to when I go through the whole kitchen. And I already did the bathroom, but I'll go through the bathroom. I'll go through the whole house sometimes. And just wipe, handles and, things that we don't think about will have germs on it. And it's supposed to help you stay healthier. according to my teacher. So I've been utilizing that. So I'm going to let you go. My husband will be home shortly, between 11:45 and 12, depending if he has to stop at the store, and then he has to go back out for 12:30. So I'm going to make him a quick lunch and then see if I'm up to cooking. I've been taking out food, and unfortunately I haven't been cooking it, and we've just been tossing it. So I don't want to take out a meat and then not feel like cooking again. So we had pizza that we lived off of for 2 days. And then we had Chinese the other day, and I just had raviolis and a sandwich yesterday. Ate kind of late, so yeah. And then my husband had some of the tuna salad that I made. I made it Friday. Still a lot left though. Ugh. I had 2 bowls myself, but I'm not a seafood person. This is tuna fish out of the can. So the more it sits in the fridge, the more I can taste the fishiness of it, and then I'll get sick. So I'm good with it. So happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you have a great week. If you're doing anything for St. Patrick's Day, you can always let me know what you're doing. I like to hear what other people around the world do. I'm not doing anything. Just gonna have some early dinner with my mom. I posted a game that is a very small game on Steam for free. Great graphics. I know someone said it wasn't working for them. Somebody else said it worked fine. So I don't know what the issue was there, but if you want to go check it out, it's only in 2 parts. I'll have another part of it, the ending, I'll be posting sometime today.